AI.
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 With
AI.
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 Hello friends, welcome back. In January 2024, Elon Musk announced that Neuralink had implanted their first brain chip into a real-life human. Details about the recipient are not publicly known, though it was reported that the individual was paralyzed from the shoulders down. But in the weeks that followed, we heard nothing about the progress or the health of the human. And based on the prior testing results with monkeys, people all over the world feared the worst had happened. But finally, we learned the truth that the Neuralink install was a success, and the results are absolutely mind-blowing. It is based on the Link technology and N1 chip. Let's look at the evidence video they have provided.
Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Nolan Arbaugh. I'm 29 years old. About 8 years ago, I was in kind of a freak diving accident and dislocated my C4, C5, so I'm a complete quadriplegic. So I'm paralyzed from below the shoulders. I have no sensation or movement below my level of injury.
You might wonder how he is better now. Well, he can control the mouse cursor with only his thoughts and can even play chess on the computer. Check this out.
And stuff, but now it's all being done with my brain. If y'all can see the cursor moving around the screen, that's all me, y'all.
In today's video, we'll find out exactly what this crazy technology is and how it works. Let's tackle these mysteries one at a time. Number 1. What is Neuralink? Neuralink, a neurotechnology company founded by Elon Musk in 2016, is making waves in the field of brain-computer interfaces. Their flagship product, the Link, is a surgically implanted device that monitors and stimulates brain activity. This translates brain signals into instructions for external devices. Number 2. What is Link? The Link is a tiny disc with thin threads that connect to specific areas of the brain. Imagine a coin placed under the scalp with ultra-thin wires branching out. These threads can both read and stimulate brain activity. The Link communicates wirelessly with a separate device worn behind the ear, eliminating the need for wires running from the head. The Link is the name of Neuralink's brain-computer interface, in short BCI, that has captured the public's imagination. This tiny device, about the size of a coin, is surgically implanted under the scalp in your skull. Unlike science fiction depictions, the Link doesn't directly read your mind. Instead, it relies on a network of ultra-thin wires called neural threads. These threads connect to specific areas of your brain and can both read electrical signals and stimulate brain activity. The chip itself is not installed by a human surgeon, but rather by a surgical robot. After drilling a hole into your skull, it implants a bunch of tiny threads that are finer than human hair. It uses a tiny needle like a sewing machine to weave these threads into your brain. Each thread contains high-density electrodes that are capable of detecting electrical activity, also known as brain waves. The N1 chip has 1,024 electrodes distributed across 64 threads, meaning that there are 16 electrodes per thread. To understand it, a typical EEG will have around 20 sensors, and they typically max out around 256 electrodes. In addition, they're on the outside of your skull, which means you're more likely to get interference before that signal reaches the electrode. The Link is designed to communicate wirelessly. Imagine a separate device worn behind your ear. That's where the Link transmits the data it collects from your brain. This eliminates the need for wires running from your head and allows for a more user-friendly experience. The Link can process some of this data itself for basic tasks. However, for more complex interactions, it will transmit the information wirelessly to another device, like a smartphone, for further processing. The chip N1 is powered by a small lithium-ion battery, and that battery is charged wirelessly from the outside via an inductive charger. The big question is how this guy is moving a mouse with his thoughts. To understand that, let's talk about brain waves. When you're asleep, your brain sends out low-frequency delta waves that are about 2 Hz. When you wake up and become more alert, these waves rise in frequency to alpha waves, which are about 10 Hz. Finally, when you're very focused, like when you're solving a chess problem or working on a computer program, these waves become gamma waves of around 35 Hz. In the Neuralink video, they didn't go into a lot of detail, but he might think, move my right arm, which sends a certain type of electrical signal through his brain. The chip can then pick up on that signal and move the mouse to the right. But that doesn't happen automatically after surgery. There's a brain-computer interface where the end user needs to practice a bunch of movements because everyone's brain waves are different, and it takes time for the brain to get used to it. The next worry is, what if somebody can put thoughts in our brains? The best part is that the information can only go one way. You won't have to worry about KFC ads showing up in your dreams, and they won't be able to stop your body from working properly if you don't pay your monthly fee. They also won't be able to pick out very complicated thoughts, so you won't have to worry about going to jail for wrong thinking while the NSA watches your thoughts. Finally, there won't be an API for JavaScript developers to use to make apps. Neuralink envisions a future with many applications for the link. The initial focus is on telepathy, which allows users to control things like computers and smartphones simply by thinking about them. This technology has the potential to be particularly life-changing for people with paralysis or other conditions that limit movement. Beyond that, Neuralink hopes the link may one day help restore sight, hearing, and even lost motor function in individuals with neurological conditions. There's even some speculation that it could one day enhance human memory and cognitive abilities. However, it's important to remember that the link is still in early development. The first human trial only occurred in January 2024. While initial results are promising, there's a long road ahead. Surgical implantation is a complex procedure, and the long-term effects of the link on the brain are unknown. There are also significant ethical concerns surrounding BCIs, such as data privacy and the security of brain information. Neuralink's link represents a fascinating leap forward in technology, but it's important to proceed with cautious optimism as we explore its potential. Neuralink's work represents a significant leap forward in neurotechnology. However, it's important to approach this development with cautious optimism, acknowledging the exciting possibilities while also recognizing the need for further research and careful consideration of the ethical implications. This technology could be life-changing, especially when integrated with futuristic technologies. Today we have wheelchairs, but in the near future they could be replaced by mechanical suits that are entirely controlled by the person's brain. I know that sounds crazy, but the field of robotics is also popping off right now. That brings us to the end. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you want to know how the world is changing with the advent of AI, subscribe AI Surge for more exclusive content. And for more daily AI updates, visit our website aisurge.net.